I want to start this review by saying whatever these goggles end up being, I'm very happy that Cadex and Walksnail decided to create them because they're giving us options. Options are always good to have for us customers, and so far when it comes to digital goggles, we've been very limited with options. As of today, Walksnail's flagship is the Goggles X, but they are $459 on their website. A considerable amount of money for someone that is starting the hobby or who is not completely sure if they want to get very invested in it. There is being a Fat Shark option for Walksnail going around there, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's very official, and whatever is coming these days out from Fat Shark, I'm not so sure that I would even recommend it or consider it a product officially supported on the FPV community. But these goggles, the Goggles L, are Cadex's budget version of goggles that are going to allow customers and new pilots to test the digital system and still don't have to break the bank. The price is just $199 on their website, less than half the price of the Goggles X, which makes me think they made some good simplifications on this unit, and I want to present what corners got cut and if that affects too much the audience of this device. And actually, who is the audience of this device? Let's start talking about the video quality of these goggles. When I opened the box and when I got to know about this new device, I was thinking that the video quality, the image quality was going to be very different to what I have, for example, in my V1s, right? Because the price difference was too high. To my surprise, when I got the Goggles L the first time, I was very impressed by how sharp and how good the image was in there. It's a completely different optic systems, and there is a lot that you can say. For example, the Goggles L are only 60 Hz, while the Goggles X and the V1s were 100 Hz, and there is no kind of any kind of physical adjustment, like you can't control independent eyes and things like this on the Goggles L. But when you look at the image that you see inside the goggles, is actually pretty crisp and pretty sharp. I was amazed. It took me a little bit of time to be able to focus because I'm guessing that I'm used to the other kind of goggles. But after I could adapt myself, even myself who is using this kind of glasses, I didn't have a problem to focus and I didn't have a problem to see what it was showing on the goggles. When it comes to this difference between 60 Hz and 100 Hz, I'm gonna be completely honest, I didn't feel a difference when flying. There is something that is different, like how far or how close you are to the image felt different. Like on my V1, for example, I felt that I had like much more visibility of everything that was happening, like if the screen was much more closer to my eyes. On the Goggles L, I could see the image, I could see the screen a little bit farther away, very sharp, very good image quality, but it felt far from me. As I said before, in the Goggles L, there is not any kind of adjustments for the optics. What you can do is the regular thing that you can do with software, brightness, color, and these kind of things that you can adjust in the software, but there is nothing physical to do anything about it. If you use prescription glasses like myself, there is an option that Cadex is giving you to create lenses that you can add to your Goggles L with your prescription. I think it's actually pretty cool that Cadex on their website are offering a way that you can upload the prescription that you have, and they can make these glasses for you and send it together with your goggles if you are buying it from them, or you can just buy the frame that you can connect or you can insert in the Goggles L and just ask your local optic to create the lenses, the glasses themselves for this frame for you. Let's talk about the comfort of these goggles. I have tested a few box goggles, like for example the Fat Shark Scout and some of those ones that comes with starter kits from Beta FPV or GEP-RC, and none of them has been comfortable to say that you will like to use it for many straight hours. On the Scout, I remember that I could get my prescription glasses inside and I could fly with them without any problem. On the Goggles L, there is no way to fit your prescription glasses, but I already talked about what is Cadex solution for this, where you can order the glasses and just put it on the inside your Goggles L. Going back to comfort, I'm going to be completely honest here saying they are not super comfortable. In my case, I have a big nose and they sit on top of my nose, kind of hurting there or like being there with a little bit of pain. I have to push them a little bit higher up to be more comfortable, and they stay there for a while, but then they fall down again and again hit my nose. But I'm not surprised about this, right? Because I have never tried a box goggle that is super comfortable that I want to use for many hours. Of course, everyone has a different face and everyone is going to have a different kind of feeling when they have these goggles. But again, I don't think they were designed with super comfort in mind. I think they were more designed with thinking about the price, which again is less than half the price of the Goggles X. And that in itself is an achievement. So how did Walksnail did to get these goggles to less than half the price of the Goggles X? In my opinion, I think the place where they saved most of the money was on the optics. If you think about the optics of the Goggles X or the V1, they could adjust independently of the eye, and they have many other things that you could do with them besides being a very good quality optics themselves. The Goggles L are very much simpler. It's just one screen. You don't have any kind of adjustment. It's an LCD, which probably is much more simple and therefore cheaper. And that's the point where I think they save the most money. But there are other few things, other few details that I think a lot of people won't notice, but they are saving money on those ones. There is no USB port to try to show the video that you are doing to an external device connected to some screen or anything like a phone or anything like that. There is nothing like that either. And of course, there is no way to change the antennas unless you decide to disassemble the whole thing and get very fiddling with electronics and change from inside. There is no way of customizing what you are getting from the antennas or from the goggles themselves. This means that what you're getting, what you're buying today is going to stay with you for as long as you have the goggles. So the product that you bought today, it's the same product that you're gonna have 100 days in front of you. The other thing is that they are selling these goggles with almost nothing in the box. If you read the website, they say that they have a bag where you can store them, but in my case, in my box, there was no bag at all. There is no case. There is just one cable with an XT60 on one side and the barrel connector on the other side, so you can connect a battery to your goggles. Which, by the way, it's very good because you can connect from 2S to 6S to the goggles and still don't burn it or anything bad with it. There is not even a lens protector inside the box, which is the reason why I created my own, so I can have that glass inside protected. And I put it on printables on my profile, or Nord FPV profile, so you can download it and print it for yourself. These goggles work perfectly with batteries between 2S and 6S. And I have a battery pack 20,000 mAh, which is USB-C, and using the right cable I can connect it to the Goggles L and they work perfectly. The Goggles L are kind of simple, just made of plastic with an LED in the front, which I'm not sure if I'm happy or I dislike it. It's just an LED, it doesn't do anything else than just shine in front of you. The buttons on the unit are the same ones that you have on the Goggles X or the V1. The UI internally seems to be exactly the same. It looks like the software is exactly the same that you have in the other goggles. I haven't found any difference so far. Thinking about the fact that you can't change the antennas that are inside, range is something that comes into mind when you think about these goggles. I went out and I tested myself and I got something around 350-400 meters before the image was starting to degrade and make me turn around and come back home. If you're thinking about flying long range with this kind of units, of course it's not the ideal one, right? Long range, you might want to have external antennas much bigger, and even a setup that is going to be standing on something different than your head to be able to have the best antennas for long range. But if you're flying your small drones around you and just having fun, 350, 400 meters, it's not a bad number. And especially if you think that the test that I did was in a very difficult area, because there are many houses around, there's, I'm guessing, a lot of Wi-Fi signals and so on. And I didn't fly that high. So I'm still thinking 350, 400 meters, it's okay with these goggles. I think the most important part for a review for this device is to think about who is these goggles for. And if you think about what I just mentioned about not being able to change the antennas, these goggles are obviously nothing that a very advanced pilot is going to be using. But again, at half or less than half the price of a high-end unit, these goggles are perfect for someone that is just starting in the hobby and wants to test the hobby but still be in HD. This is perfect for them. It's something that is very simple, it's something that is not gonna weigh a lot on your head, and it's gonna give you a good image, and you're gonna be happy of having a drone that it's flying in HD. In fact, I think that Cadex has done very well with this from the business point of view, because now they are offering not only options for people, but they are also offering an option inside their ecosystem, which means that if I'm a new pilot and I bought the Goggles L and I love everything that is happening, my next step is actually going to be to go and buy the Goggles X whenever I have outgrown the Goggles L. And I'm going to stay in the Walksnail ecosystem, going from the budget option to a high-end option. This is perfect for Cadex as a business, and it's also very good for you as a consumer, as a user, because it gives you a gradual way to enjoy the hobby from the very simple way, the very simple starting point, to something that is much more advanced in the future. To close, I'm gonna say this. If you have a friend that is being on the fence to test Walksnail and the digital world, but they haven't done it because the price of the Goggles X are very high, this is the chance that you have for them to say to them, hey, there is something new, it's not that expensive, it's just $200, just $200. You can go test the HD world of FPV in a very nice way, and then later, if you want to invest more, you're welcome to do it in the future. I want to say kudos to Cadex to give us more options for the hobby. This is something that I was waiting for a long time, since in the HD world of FPV there was almost no options. Now we have more, and now we can get more people to enjoy this beautiful hobby. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.